Welcome to the Overlord 2 season review. I'm Justin,
What is up? I'm Logan.
and together we're Couch Talk. As always, this is a little different actually. It's not an as always. The season is done. We don't come from the source material, so we are just reviewing the anime as a whole. Just it.
Right.
Um, so Overlord 2. To me, this season was a lot of ups and downs.
Right. It was definitely okay to me personally. It didn't. It only had that Overlord charm sometimes, like sprinkled throughout. It wasn't like the first season. It was a bit different. It had weird, I'd say weird pacing at times, and also it did this weird thing where it strayed away from the main character a lot, which kind of threw me through a loop considering how the first season was pretty much solely him. It just felt different would be
Yeah.
my
So it basically was split into two arcs. We got the Lizard arc and the Kingdom arc. Um, I don't think I'm missing something in there. Was there a middle arc? I don't know.
I
I
feel
don't
like there
remember.
was a middle arc maybe. I on No, the
I
lizard
don't think
arc
there
was like
was. I'm pretty
4.
sure. Yeah, and then the rest of it was just the Kingdom, wasn't it? It was all building it up because
Okay, yeah, I think so.
yeah. So the Lizard arc, it's kind of weird because the Lizard arc felt kind of long,
It felt way too long.
and that was shorter, and the Kingdom arc felt rushed in a bit. Um, it's kind of weird to say. That's just how it kind of came out. So we got the whole reason of the Lizard arc was basically just to build up Cocytus, is how it felt. Just one of the Guardians, really. Granted, obviously it'll be a little more important later on, but it's just the lizards themselves were kind of
It took a lot of time to get through something that seemed could have been
unimportant.
resolved much quicker.
Yeah, especially I don't know if it just wasn't portrayed well enough because like the lizard arc was like honestly was kind of boring up until Cocytus showed up
Yeah,
and fought them.
up until our
Until we
characters
got that, as you said, the Overlord charm, where it's like the OP characters
right.
demolishing the non-OP characters. Because like a lot of them are like, all right, they want to survive, so they're all getting together, they're forming their
Well,
allies, and then they get wrecked.
what's weird to me is like they spent time like a lot of time with the lizards, like making us I don't know maybe feel for them, but like we already know how strong Ainz and literally anyone associated with him with. So like it what I know they're gonna get stomped. Like I don't care for them really at all,
Yeah, they did a lot of building for a few characters that just ended up dying,
and just
and
getting
that was it. That was just they just died, and then it was like, all right,
right. It
we built up
was
these characters for not too much of a reason. You already knew it was going to happen, so
yeah. It was
obviously they did a couple.
strange. It did feel way too long.
And then the Kingdom arc where we got was just some crazy ass bitches named the Princess. So one crazy ass bitch
Well, I guess we
is
had a lot of Sabus
yeah, a
before
lot of
that.
Save Us, which was good. At least personally, I felt like that was good because I love Save Us. It's a great character.
Anything that involves the Guardians and Ainz, I enjoy. Everything else, it was like, it's okay.
Yeah, I feel like so I'm fine with the whole them trying to build up the political strategies and stuff going on within, but I don't know, maybe it just never felt like there was a whole lot of weight to the importance of them trying to like the princess and the brothers trying to take over the kingdom essentially. Um, because their goal is to put the brother into power. But I think because you don't know too much about who's in power, what kind of conflict is happening within, the corruption and all that. it doesn't seem as like impactful as it should of them trying to
Yeah, it's
take down the eight fingers and why the eight fingers are actually so important
right. It
to the
was
kingdom.
very. I don't know how to describe it really. Because like at the end of the day, Ainz came in and they did their little fake plan, which it didn't really amount to much. I mean they got a lot, I guess, accomplished for them, but like
Yeah, for Nazarick it's a huge because Momon is now. But we don't know what the end goal of having Momon being so popular is because does it actually even help him get in a position to make Nazarick stronger and take over? I would disagree because he could just do that if he wanted. Like,
right. I'm kind of
what's we're not really seeing the whole importance of him being super popular yet. Like, obviously, it gets him inside and can get all the
I
inside
guess it
info
gets
doing
him
that.
influence without revealing he's evil because I guess some people would see him as a bad, when you're a giant skull man.
That is true.
I don't know. The Kingdom art was kind of weird to me, I guess. I mean, the first part was kill the. Well, it had to do with Sabus, and then they took or he helped the girl. They kidnapped the girl. He went in and wiped them out, or got her back, and then they did their plan where they kill the six arms or this.
They killed the six arms, yes.
Yeah,
And
six
then
arms.
they took out the eight fingers
Took out
to get the one item.
yes, and then took over like half the city. I don't know. It was just weird. Because I feel like all the characters don't play too important role unless they're from Nazarick. Kind of like Climb, he was just kind of there. Like he didn't really do much.
Yeah, like we know he's important, at least,
Right,
but
like
we don't know why.
he
Like
seems he can be
they
important.
keep a lot of things like secret, or at least try to.
Or like
That
Brain, how they
don't
brought him
quite
back,
need to. Yeah,
and he didn't really do much either.
and I feel like there are certain times where like they try to make things seem like they're gonna have like I don't know. I was like with Solution and rattling on Sabus, right? They try making that seem like it was gonna be a huge argument, some big deal, and then it's literally resolved in like 30 seconds.
Right, that kind of annoyed us. I saw some people like just find like, oh, he's compromising, which be seen as trading or being a traitor. Which I guess from her point of view, maybe it's different for us since we have like Ainz's human point of view because he's kind of like a chill ass person when he's not pretending to be. But even still, like, especially when he went through that whole moment of like, you guys can like make your own decisions. I felt like, I don't know, that felt just weird. They're like, and how they tried to cliffhang it, that just kind of annoyed me.
I know how you are with cliffhangers. Uh, but yeah, there of course are great moments when they fight.
The fighting is the best part. I
Yeah,
feel
the
like
fighting's great.
I feel like I guess if we moved on to characters, I feel like when stuff involves Nazarick, like I said, it's enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, like when Savus was fought the six arms, like, and he just obliterated them all in half a second.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff is awesome. Even like the fake fight like between Demiurge and Ainz was pretty cool. How it was set up. Of course, the fight between like Evil Eye and Antoma, like that was awesome.
I
The
like
fight when Cutis took down the lizards. Not when the lizards were fighting the other lizards. That was just
that was kind of lame.
this is like let's do this, and then it lasts like 20 seconds, and they're like, all right, you can lead us now.
Yeah, I when they're fighting, it's enjoyable to watch. But like the political thing, I guess hasn't really caught my interest too much. Hasn't really reeled me in. It's I don't know. It's just
Like it has a little bit of my interest, but I feel like I don't know. It's either they're not going far enough with it, or they're just not telling the importance as well as they could.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the story was kind of not the best.
It just,
It was like
I don't know,
up
it
and
just didn't
down
have the,
to me.
yeah, to me it was ups and downs. Like one episode was like, eh, the next episode was like, oh, this is pretty good. And the next episode was like, eh. Then you're like, all right, this is great. And it just kind of kept kind of like
Right.
going
It
around.
fluctuated quite a bit.
But just want to talk about the score.
Yeah, because we kind of pretty much touched on everything. To me, I'd probably give it a 6.5. I think that's because mainly like the first season was it just felt different. Like I love the whole journey through Ainz. I love him being OP. I love him just beating everyone, being strong as hell. All these fights, that was cool. This one, first of all, it started off so weird. Just lizards. It's like, okay. Main character doesn't show up for like 3 or 4 episodes. It's like, okay. This is an interesting turn. It just it just lost the charm that I originally really like. I'm not saying it's like terrible. It's just it's different, and it's not really different that I personally enjoy. I just felt like it got. I don't know. I feel like it tried to get too different too fast. Like,
Yeah, I agree. I see what you're saying. Like, if maybe if it was like this in the first season where it wasn't like fully focused on eyes, but it was doing a lot of world building, kept focusing on different characters, maybe it would have flowed better when it went into this season if it did the same thing. But
right.
because it was like, hey, the first season was like, this is a show about Ainz, right? This is a story about Ainz, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know what? It's actually not a story
Well,
about
it
Ainz.
went from
It's a story about lizards.
yeah, it
No,
went
it's a
from
story about a princess.
a crazy one. But it went from him like trying to figure out if there's other real people in the world to now it's just a bunch of other stuff that I'm not quite sure the end goal is.
I think it's if he unites the world under Nazarick, it's easier to find other players.
I guess. Maybe. But the quickest way to obviously do that is to be an overpowering evil lord.
And just conquer
And
everything.
just conquer everything.
Because, like, in the end, it doesn't matter about the people, because they're just NPCs.
Right. And him and the Guardians can probably, from who we've seen, they can take on. And you know what else was weird that I just thought of? Remember those 2 characters in like the first or second episode? It was like a woman, and they were like in armor, and then another guy, and then I don't think we saw them again.
No, I don't, to be honest.
Okay, well I'll show you after, because I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I'm pretty sure there was like 2 characters where we got a small glimpse of them, and then they just never came back. But I'll have to double check. Don't take my word for that, just in case I'm wrong.
No, okay.
Anyway, you can do
Anyway,
it.
I'll give it a 6, just because, again, it was a lot of ups and downs. Like, I didn't like the first season as like a lot of people did. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great or anything. I gave it a 7, but this one, definitely a 6. Again, it didn't have that charm that was Overlord. The arcs kind of, like you said, weird pacing. One felt too long, the other kind of felt pretty quick. A lot of things that could have been more impactful, but the moments that were great were great. Like, that's exactly what you look for in Overlord. They just had them too few and far between.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy most of the characters they bring in, though.
Season 3's
That's always
coming
a
though.
plus. Yeah, season 3. Man, now season 3, quick!
It's coming out what,
Like,
the summer?
Yeah, July, I think.
So
Like,
we'll be on that.
yeah, we'll definitely be on that. Hopefully they can pick it up and actually, I don't know. I guess I just liked it when it was a story of Ainz.
Same here.
Just focused. That's all I want. Is this a little focus? Not all this, I don't know, distraction stuff.
Right.
I know some people are probably going to completely disagree with us, but that's fine. Like,
That's
This
what the
is how it
discussion's
is.
all about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Uh,
it.
yeah, that does it for our scores.
Give us the spiel.
As always, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this season, what you didn't like, what you would give it as a score, um, anything about it. And our Twitch links are in the description below. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.